saucy lot, it's your boy the Blade Runner. Who we got here? We got Max. Hello, Max. Hello. Anyway, yesterday's haircut that we did, it's on textured hair or afro hair, whatever you want to call it, and it's a cheeky little high top. But yeah, it's a little bit different with the fading system because we use the down up fading technique. Anyway, hope you enjoy the haircut. Anyway, I'm out of here, and don't forget to subscribe because it makes me a happy bunny boy. See you later. Bye bye. Right, so we've got this really cool dude in the chair. Now, he is pretty much one of the nicest guys I know. Him and his dad, when they come in the shop, the first thing his dad says is, do you guys want a drink? What a legend. And he'll pop down the local shop and he'll go and get drinks for everybody. So you can't get much nicer than that. Anyway, first thing we're going to do before we start chopping is we're going to pull all the hair out with a comb or a pick. Just pull it out as much as you can. Just worth spending those few extra minutes just working with that pick. If you don't, you're going to make life difficult for yourself. Right, so we've got no guard on the clipper. What I'm doing is I'm just putting in a very basic shape. Just clearing those sides out, just squaring it up. We're going to be going for like a high top. I absolutely love working on this guy's hair. He's one of those guys that when he comes in the shop, you know, I just salivate straight away because I know that we're going to do a really cool haircut. So yeah, I've got no guard on the clippers at all. I'm just working up, creating a very basic shape. And obviously I'm going to go back to that shape and refine it later on. But yeah, just clearing out some of that bulk on the sides. I'm working pure vertical, so I'm not going in at all. And then freehand again, just taking off a few of those wisps on top. So if anybody's watching this and they're not into doing afro hair and want to get into it, one of the biggest mistakes I see is they will attack it like they would do Caucasian hair. In other words, with the top layers, they'll pick it up with their fingers and just cut it bluntly with scissors. That does not work with this hair texture. So literally, because I combed it out, literally running it over with the clippers, I can really see my shape building. So we're going to keep it flat on the top, but we're just going to round it off as we get towards the crown. Just one way you could think about it, it's a bit like topiary, you know, like cutting hedges. Just going to work the scissors, just take off any little ends. So I'm going to come back to this once I've done the fade. Right, so now I've put a grade 2 on the clipper. Now we're going to attack this fade a little bit differently. We're going to be working down. So first of all, my clipper is closed with a grade 2 on it, and we're just going to start working around the head. Always when you're working this texture hair, obviously it's a lot thicker, so always make sure your clippers are oiled up before you do anything. So yeah, I'm just working down the hair, let's say with the clipper closed at the moment. Now what I've done, I've flipped the clippers up the other way and I've just opened it up, so it's a grade 2.5. We're just going to start feeding the hair into that too. So the reason we go with the two closed down first of all is what it does, it flattens the hair down. It makes, when you come up, it makes it a bit easier. So once I've done that, I've actually now closed the clipper. So the first thing we did with the fade is we worked with the guard closed, going down the head, and then we opened it up to a 2.5 and went up. Once you've done that, I've now put a 2 closed, so it's going to start working down. It's going to feed into that 2.5. So I've got a 1.5 on the head, and now I'm going where the 2 was. Again, I'm working down. So the clipper is closed with a 1.5 guard on the clipper. Again, I'm flattening the hair off. Once I've done that, now I start coming up. I've got the guard open. Now what I've done is I've closed the guard now. So with that guard I went from on a 1.5 closed, working down the head, then working up the head with the clipper guard open, and now I've closed it. I'm going to repeat that process. We've got a grade 1, we're working down the head, and the clipper guard is closed, or clipper lever should I say. Now I'm flipping it up, I've opened it up to a 1/2. Now I've opened it up, so I've closed it, so now I'm going to work around the head. So again with this clipper guard, we went 1 closed going down, switched it over, 1 open, followed it around, and now I've closed the guard down. Yeah, it's a different way of fading that I'm using here, and I just think with this hair texture and the style, it just works really well. So I just put a 0.5, just dusting off those edges, just at the base of the hairline. I'm just going to clip her over, comb those bits out. Just to give it a nice soft blend. So literally just taking those little edges out. You know, when you're fading, just because you've gone over something once, it doesn't mean that's it, you've got to leave it. You know, a lot of the time when you've done a fade, you think, yeah, that's all right. Then you'll look at part of it and think, you know what, I could work on that a little bit more. There's nothing to stop you doing that. Okay, just working with the scissors, working quite freehand, just building that shape up. Okay, just taking care at the front. What I love about afro hair or textured hair is it does hold its shape. You know, a lot of hairdressers or barbers who just work on Caucasian hair, I find that afro hair it can almost scare people. But you know, you got to face your fears. You got to go through these things. I think as a barber, you should be well rounded in all aspects. And you know, if you're going to start shying away from certain hair types, you know, you're never going to improve. So I've got the gold effects, just lining it out on the front slightly. So if you notice, I'm standing right in front of my guy. If you work from an angle, you know, if you're working like standing to the side, you're never going to get it straight. And I was using the gold effects just to refine that top. Right, just going to just trim his beard up. Just got a 1.5 on the clipper. He quite likes the thickness of the beard, but it was just getting a little bit messy. So we're just going to trim that in a little bit. Working freehand. You know, I'm not really wanting to change the shape of the beard much. Just want to shape it slightly. Just line it out a little bit. No, that term, one hit wonder. As I said, this guy he literally is one of the nicest guys you could ever wish to meet. And his dad, what an awesome guy.
He's one of those
and if his dad's watching this, then mate, you left your beanie hat in here. We've kept it safe for you.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
Is that why he was called Snow?
Yeah, basically.
Like Vanilla Ice?
Yeah, that's basically it, yeah. One of those tracks you get playing at weddings.
So I'm not wanting to create like a new shape with his beard, just taking off those little wisps. Working the gold effects, just to give it a little bit of lining. But again, no, nothing too heavy.
Can't remember what it is. He did a big song in the 90s and he's still trying to live off it now.
There's only one white dude who could do reggae, and that was old Ali Campbell from UB40. Because he wasn't how's that look?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah? Oh.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
So again, we're going to line out at the bottom of the beard, and I'm standing right in front of him.
Oh, jeez. That was me by phone.
Just a fine little edge up with the cutthroat.
If you ever go, drive there, I plan to spend the night in the car, mate. Don't even.
Right, so we finished the shape now. We're just going to refine it with a little bit of spray. I'm literally just going to use my hand just to pad it into shape. So I hope you like the video, guys. Please do subscribe, and yeah, we'll see you soon. I'm out of here. See you later.